All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Unending Galaxy. Where we left off, we were just trying to generate some more money, and I let the game run a little bit off camera, and we're now up to 3.4 million credits. We've got 2 million credits in our trading account, and we've almost got enough in our military wallet that we can go take another sector. In the meantime, I can go ahead and start building that chip production facility that I wanted to build. At this point, I think it's pretty important that we go ahead and get some more economy ships out. I know I want to start building the military, but 2 million credits is not going to go very far in the types of military ships that I want to build. So, for instance, if I go down here and I look at this guy, uh, I didn't need 20 of him. He's 1.6 million. The carrier that I want is 1.7. So these are the types of ships that we're actually going to be building to go into those pirate sectors. So it's going to take a while to get these ships at this point in the game. So I think it's very important for me to focus as much as I can on getting my economy up. So to do that, we're going to go over here and we're also going to build a chip factory. This just needs energy cells and silicon. So let's go ahead and do that. That should be a very useful stop along the production chain, and we should start seeing some pretty good profit from that. So that still leaves us with a surprising amount of money in there. I wonder if there's anything I can build. I can build some factories here. I can build 2 factories here. I can build 2 there, although I haven't taken that territory yet. And I'm building the other factory here. So at this point, this sector will be done. I'll build my computer factory in one of these 2 sectors, and after that, I'll probably let the AI automate the remaining factory building. But I think let's go in here and we'll spend a good chunk of money on trading ships. How much would it take for 20? Sounds reasonable. So these 23 ships. Okay, I guess I got 3 extra. Not sure how that happened. I've seen that happen before, but I think it's really not the case. I've clicked on a ship and it said it's 2 ships or something. Doesn't seem to affect the computer negatively in any way. Let's see if I can see one where it says it's 2 ships. I don't seem to be able to click on one. Okay. This leaves us with some money left over. We could start working on our battleships. Because really, at this point, the money in our trading wallet, yes, we can use it to get more traders and things like that. But these 2 wallets are allocated to building up our chip factories and our military stations and all of our factories and all of the economic development that our territory needs. And diplomacy, we're actually going to start letting accumulate money rather than just instantly draining it now. But the trading is kind of it's your open wallet. So yes, I could spend it on more economic ships, and probably I ought to continue to buy at least some, just so I'm replacing the losses that I continue to face. But I just bought another 20 ships, so I don't know how many I've lost in the past few minutes, but it looks like a lot. Um, we're up to 230 ships though, so we're obviously still continuing to expand. But it is okay to start investing in some military as long as I continue to grow my economy slowly. We're almost ready for that next territory, and our dock builder is done now, so when that happens, we'll be able to do it. Let's go ahead and get this battleship. Is this a good design? Should you use this? I have no idea. We'll go ahead and get him. We now have a Titan. Sounds good to me. We're going to assign him to a control group because for a long time we're going to continue to direct our military manually, and we're going to jump him out. And it would be helpful if I told the correct guy to go over there. Yep, there he goes. Okay, and one of the reasons why is I don't want my military engaging in any of the fracas that occasionally develop over here. You'll occasionally hear weapons fire, and the the AI ships will start shooting each other, and there's really no rhyme or reason to why they. I mean, the game knows, but I don't know why they're attacking each other, and I don't want my ships getting involved because there stands a very high probability that they will accidentally shoot one of these stations or in one of these independent traders, and then I'll take a large standing hit. And right now, I don't have the military to be able to take a hit. Now we are starting to get our military up. We have a military supply of 84 now, which is significantly better than where we were. But we still can't take on any of the other players. We're starting to get close to where we might be able to stay toe to toe with the AI core. We need to be significantly farther ahead though because we can't build ships. He can build ships from ship parts because he's below his supply. I don't have any supply, so even if I did have a shipyard, I could never build ships from ship parts. So for me, I have to be able to buy my ships. And so I need to make sure that I have a significantly stronger military force so that I'm not replacing my losses. I'm just outright killing his ships. So let's see what we have here. We have friendlies here, nothing, no military ships that we need to be aware of. Again, I think, as far as I could tell, this military base is just better. It's got stronger hull, it's got more shield systems, it's got more weapon slots. Costs the same amount. We're going to be building that one. Okay, so once that happens, then we're going to, well, actually I can go ahead and do it now. We're going to go ahead, I'm not going to do that because I want to direct him to build the computer factory. Once I do that, then I'll turn on automated factory and station building. Just because I don't really care beyond a basic economy and some basic goods exactly what they built. Looks like we're not going to actually get much territory here at all unless it expands this way, but it doesn't look like it does. Looks like that's the edge of the map. So that's okay though. I don't really mind. In my previous game, I expanded down here. I got these 4 sectors here, and then I tried to expand this way by kicking out the pirates, and then found out I couldn't take those sectors. But it was okay because there was enough economy here that I did okay, and we're going to be doing that up here, which is an even bigger area and even more isolated. So I think we'll be fine. We've got another 600 credits, and we've got plenty of money available to us in those wallets. So let's go ahead and get some trading ships. Maybe can't quite do 20. We'll do 15. Probably took that a little bit low, but hopefully by the time they actually start trading, it'll have gone back up. Let's send them up down in here. Yeah, let's send them here because we know this is safe. We know this is safe. We know this is safe. Looks like down here is safe. Looks like there's some pirates down here, but they should be relatively safe down here. And we have every reason to think that guy has a reasonable military for defense purposes. We're totally mooching off of them for defense, and that's to be expected. Um, what's their military like actually? The Drath, oh yeah, they've got a average military. Notice nobody here has a large military at all. It's just average, pitiful. I'm sure mine's pitiful too. Yeah, mine's pitiful. It says it's only 40, so 48, or sorry, 44 supply is probably doesn't even count. Probably because it's not capital ships. But all right, we just built our new military base. Let's go ahead and tell this guy to build the computer plant. And then we're going to open up and tell him to automate after that. I'm not really sure why we have this map. I mean, it's really not much more than you can. It is a little bit, but this far on the map is that far on the screen, so it really doesn't expand your view that much. I mean, I can't see this ship, but let's see when I can see him. Oh, there he is. Okay, so my main screen is maybe this much. It does let you see more than you can see on screen at once, but you could have just as easily made this the whole sector, I feel like, or at least let you zoom out so you could see the whole sector, and then you wouldn't have needed the map view, and that would not have this clutter between 3 different map views. Because you've seen me struggle with that where I'm trying to get from one area to another and I'm activating the wrong type of map. So that's just an optimization that I feel it's it shouldn't be necessary, but because the way the game is designed, you aren't getting much for that extra complexity. So I'm not sure what the proper solution would be, but I'm not sure that the way it's implemented is as good as it could be. Okay, so we've got some more credits. Let's go ahead. We'll get a few more ships, and just because I really, really want a good economy, so that you guys don't have to sit here and wait like we did for the money previously. So let's go ahead. I mean, who wants to wait for money, right? So let's go ahead and send these guys over here to that sector. Okay, let them go. We'll get a little bit more money, and then we'll go up into, I think, Nilith. And we'll put some traders up here. Actually, I could probably do that now. Just won't buy as many. Buy maybe 10? That leaves some money in the bank, so it should be okay. These are sectors that are nearby to me, so I like sending a lot of traders there. I'm probably not going to attack these guys very much at all until later in the game because I'm going to rebase up here. But these guys, I know this is a relatively safe area because there aren't pirate sectors in this entire chunk of the map. At least there don't appear to be. So if I look where that is, 628. Okay, I just came under attack from pirates here, so never mind. But they at least have a military that will be interested in actively defending against that. Although, you wouldn't guess it. Okay, so we also have these space flies. And maybe we should send something out to go after these. These are weird creatures. They only live in certain sectors of the map. Um, and what these do, as far as I could tell, is just fly around. And let's see if we can see one. Yeah, they're there. And apparently gets shot by. Oh, wow, that's a big ship. But we can build little ships that will go around and hunt them. And I don't really know what's needed to hunt them, but let's go take a look at the dock because when we build a ship, well, actually, let's go over here, and you could set this as a spacefly hunter. So they kill spaceflies. So I feel like they have to have weapons, but we should be able to build a few small ships and set them up. Oh, actually, there's another thing that I want to do. What I'd like to do is go in here and I have no money. Yeah. What I'd like to do is set up some scavengers. Scavengers you don't actually set a home base for or a range. You just build them and they go out and what they do is they go to wherever there's been a fight and you'll see these little cargo pods will drop when a ship gets destroyed and those will have the shields and the weapons and things like that that the ship is carrying. And these scavengers they'll go collect those, they'll take them back and they'll sell them. It's just an additional source of income that is in the game that you can take advantage of. I don't want to do too many ships, and frequently they're flying into hostile territory, so I want them to be military ships. And there's another reason for having them be military ships, and that is that they don't sell their cargo until their cargo is full. So they'll actually, if you try to send traders to go do it, that hey, we built a wheat farm. If you send traders to go do it, then they have such a large hold that they're almost guaranteed to get destroyed by flying through some hostile territory before they ever will sell off their cargo. And that's not desirable. We can also set up bounty hunters. You may have seen that, and they will automatically go out, find bounties, and take care of that. I would wait to do that until I have a military base somewhere else, just in case I get one of those friendly fire situations where I annoy the local authorities. I don't want to be in a situation where suddenly I have a war on my hands and I have 40 military strength, because that would just be a bad idea. So as you can see, as we get money in these wallets, it automatically went out and built a wheat farm. Wheat farms are another one of those kind of base, almost like the ore extractor facilities where all they require is energy cells and then they produce a good. The good isn't worth that much, but again, you can take that to other factories and it's worth more. So it does. I don't know that you're ever interested in selling it directly. You're almost always going to find a station that wants it, and especially if you're in the common tech tree and human tech tree, which we are. I probably should have done something like the Drath tech tree and the common tech tree, because I feel like the common tech tree is probably more frail ships, faster, frailer ships, and then the Drath is the slow and powerful. And it would have been nice to have both of those ship types available to us, but I didn't think of it when I was picking which race to play, so that didn't happen. Again, money is just taking a longer than I'm used to for it to come in, and that's a little bit unfortunate because I want to start building up my military. I was able to afford that one ship, and that's great. That ship is actually quite powerful, but in and of itself, it's not enough to go into pirate state territory. What is his AI set to? He has none. Let's go ahead and set him to be a military fleet. Again, with the military fleets, you notice that you don't actually have options to set their home base. They just fly through all of your territory. Anytime anybody in your territory comes under attack, they're likely to go out and try to defend it. Although they'll probably get there too late. Looks like I can send a lot more miners over here. A lot more miners. That'd be worth doing because mining is worth a lot of money. And we have complete control over those fields at the moment. Nobody else is going there. So let's see how many of these we can get. We can get 7? Sounds good. We'll get 7 more. Now, unfortunately, because I have it set to no AI, I can't set their home base first. That's really kind of annoying because once I do this and set them to be here, then I think they're going to go mine locally before they would ever go out to... Yeah, they're going to go mine locally. And I don't want that. So if I do that, then he'll stop and jump. But I wish I could set that home base beforehand. Now, if the last AI order I set was for something that can set the home sector, like an astro miner, like a trader, then I can before I set the rule, or the role. But it's okay. We'll deal with it. It's just something that's another thing. Developer of the game, if you're watching this, first off, thank you for watching it. Two, that's the thing that can be improved on. It's just a really minor thing, but I feel like perhaps that should be available in the AI setting. But even if you have no role selected, and then if you select a role that cannot set the home sector, then this area should become disabled and it should ignore it. But I should be able to set it ahead of time, or have the AI update so that as soon as I set the home sector, then they will reacquire their orders or reevaluate what they should be doing. So now if we go over here, we should see a lot more traders, miners. And I just want to, this guy just finished. What's his cargo bay like? So he's just generated 5,000 credits, and he's going to go get some more. Here's a ship that's going out. He got 9,000 credits, and his inventory is full. That was the one we did before. He doesn't have any. You're a slacker. He's getting silicium. Oh, for some reason I can't click on him. Okay, so he's got 14,000. Okay, so silicium is worth a lot more. So yeah, you can see why I'm interested in building these miners and in controlling this asteroid field. It's worth a lot of money. I mean, some of these ships are going back with thousands, and they didn't have to spend anything for that. I can drain this asteroid field. I can have so many miners here that it's respawning too slow. But I don't think I've done that. And even if I did, I've been looking at how these work, and I think these mines would continue to function okay. A lot of these mining ships would then just go to some of these other fields. Do I own this? I have a wheat farm here, but I don't have a military base. I should probably allocate. Here he comes, probably to build a military. No, he's idling. I should probably allocate enough money to that so that they can go ahead and build that. Let's transfer some from diplomacy to military. And here in a few seconds, he should be able to build that. I believe they will automatically do that. Let's just go ahead and send that, and then we'll see what his orders are. Yep, there he goes. And 121. Nope, he's building it down here. Interesting. So he's gone for the expansion route. Let's see if we can actually get this territory, because I don't know. It could be possible that, yeah, there's no ships here, so we should be able to get this territory. I have had a situation where I had a empire trying to come in and take a territory that I was actively trying to build in, and they treated me as hostile. They would come and attack, and the only thing I could do was force order my military ships to attack them, so that my base builder could finish building the military base. They somehow, it seems like if it comes under attack, it automatically stops its building. So I had to actively just keep everybody away from it. But he looks like he's flying weird, but he's not. Although I'm beginning to wonder where he's putting it. Oop, there he goes. Okay, so that's worthwhile. Again, this is a sector that can take 3 factor. This one can take 2. But it's nice because it's just that little bit more of an economy we can establish here that is not dependent upon trading. And I feel like it's worth more than just the basic trading I can do over here. Although interestingly, they do have some luxuries, and these are worth a lot, a whole lot. They're worth 3,400. So that's, if we can get some of these generated. Now that's the one problem, is the drugs. Um, I don't know why it takes drugs in a luxury ale, but it does, and and that takes 3,000. So um, I feel like that may be an artificial high, where if you have a station and you don't set the price to do that, that you'll be able to buy it for cheaper. But I don't actually know. We seem to be coming under attack a lot. Why do I have ships down here? Why was anybody there? I I don't know. Um, that may have been one of the AI traders as opposed to one of ours, but I don't know. Okay, we have 1,000,000 credits, so let's go ahead and we'll send some to building so that our dock builder can get busy on that. And then we don't own very many ships here. Well, we have a few. What do you think we should do? Do you think we should start building up our military, or should I build some more economy? What's our dock builder doing? He's still building that. He's got a lot to do. He's got 2 cells here, 2 factories here, none there, none there, 2 there, and 2 here. So that's a lot of station building that he needs to do. And he's probably immediately going to go do another one. He's idling. He's building a chip factory. That's going to take up most of the money that's in that wallet. In fact, I'm beginning to wonder whether he shouldn't be able to do that. It may have already taken the money for it. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it had already taken the money for it. So I'd like to keep him busy. And in fact, I can go build another military station as well. I have enough money. I can just outright build one. We're starting to get some good income here. And I feel like the game's going to pick up pace. I know it's been slow for the past few episodes, but that's what the particular start of the game that we chose does that to you, because you only start with that one trader. And whereas if we had started with somebody who could take a territory from the start, you would have just skipped that portion of the game. But I wanted to go ahead and show this portion of the game because for some of you, that's going to be more or less exciting. So, plus it's the default start to the game, and if it's the first time we're playing, we should probably go ahead and accept the default start. So with these, let's go ahead and let's build some more traders. And what we're going to do is we're going to send them down into draft territory again, but we're going to send them down here. There's not, no, there's not a lot of stations, but that probably also means there's not a lot of traders. It may be a bad decision, but I'm going to, you can't send them to have a home base of a star. Interesting. Dock builder is done with the chip factory. He's going to go build a military base. Okay, so they do prioritize military bases over station building. I think this is probably better, but I do need to watch out if that's somewhere where it may not be safe. I may have to turn that automated building off. But we're starting to be able to expand. We're starting to be able to rapidly. We're keeping this guy busy now. Where in the beginning we had to sit there and wait a long period of time between sending him out. So we're doing relatively good. We're now up to 376 ships. We still have a pathetically pitiful military, according to the game, and I would agree with that. We only have the one Titan. But what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to soon allocate almost everything that goes into our trading budget into our military until we have a large enough military that we can go and we can engage the pirates. And I don't think that will require as much. If you go and you look at the pirate sectors over here, there's 5 stations. Okay, so you need to be strong enough to take out a military dock. But you look at how many ships are around here, and it's not very many at all. So we don't have too much to worry about. Again, the stations are going to be the bigger issue because once we're up here, we don't really have anywhere we can go to resupply. Although I'm wondering if I can expand north from the. I don't know how you get into this guy's pirate territory. Although I can come in from Serac. So as long as Serac is friendly with me, I should be able to go to a dockyard and repair if I need to. So they love me, 62%. In fact, I could probably go over here and propose a non-aggression pact, and they're willing to agree to that just outright. So I believe I'm not sure if that changes this. We'll see if that changes our standing. I feel like being in a non-aggression pact would make people even more inclined to be friendly to you. Once we and what's also nice is because these are pirate sectors and we can't actually take them, we won't get border tensions by being next to them, I believe, because we won't actually own them. We'll have stations. We'll have all the stations will be ours, and all the but there won't be any border tensions, so they won't become less friendly with me. So I can kind of hide behind them. Obviously, warp gates kind of nullify that, but I can kind of hide behind them and use that as a base of operations. Sounds like it's a good idea to me. Although I'd also like to try the game playing as the pirates one time and just go up there and use that as a pirate base. But that's not the path that we'll be taking in this game. Okay, so I'll go ahead and generate some more money again before the next episode, and that way we can do more things with our time. And I'll try to avoid this death storm. Those are all pirates, by the way. So let's see how the AI handles that, and then we'll call it. Because currently it looks like the pirates are just going to start destroying everything in here, and we'll see how this station should help me to stay safe. Let's go ahead over here and hide behind it. I'm unarmed, so you'll notice that these stations start firing. So I'm going to go over here and hide between the two. But I am interested that there seems to be a lot. Well, there we go. We're no longer we're no longer alive. But what is interesting is there seems to be an absence of military ships that are responding to this. I don't see the military or the station division. This guy is. It is independent. That actually means the independent sector alliance here. But that is interesting that they did not there was not much of a military response to that, and I think that's partially because they have a smallish military. We have our one ship is a tenth of the military that they have, but also okay, Korea ships are now more deadly. Um, but also a reflection that they have 3 different areas that they're trying to keep their military engaged with. So if their military is engaged with, how did purple get a sector up there? If their military is engaged with, say, the AI Corps or pirates somewhere, they can't cover everywhere. So we may be able to take over this sector with relatively little repercussions. New chemical plant. Yeah, this is it. This is interesting. I do have a military base here. I don't here. And I don't here. Okay, that's interesting. It still counts as my territory, but I think without a military base, this guy could fly in, drop a military base down, and it would flip. So they are engaged with the AI core. So actually, if I had a military, now would be the perfect time to go up here and take some territory for myself from the AI core because I could get colonies that way. Because the AI core is actively under attack, his military is being suppressed. They are very good at building up their military, but as long as somebody is suppressing them, I should be able to sneak in, build some stuff, and be fine. I don't think I'm currently in a position where I can really do that, and that's unfortunate because I think that would be fun to do. But I've tried to take territory from the AI before, and while 300 supply is really small, um, they do strike back, and I would need a military that could at least fight that off. I have to be able to withstand the potential for them to come after me. And right now, we're still just trying to get our stations up. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. Our trader will, or our dock builder will probably, after he builds this science lab, he'll probably go build the military base. And we'll call it here, and we'll come back after I have some more money and more military so that we can start doing some greater and better things in this world. All right, we'll see you then.